Because I think right now I am in the ahead of you.
I don't know. If you were, you're not anymore.
Not anymore, yes.
This is going to be one interesting encounter, I gotta say. Because Drace is like an asteroid. Its sphere of influence is so small.
Drace is which one is which moon is that? Is that
Drace isn't a moon. It's it's a planet in between Duna and Jewel.
Oh, okay. So it is an asteroid.
Basically.
Yes.
It's very, very small.
I keep going to hit the sync button, but then you keep accelerating.
I'm trying to get myself in its sphere of influence, but only barely, because I don't know how much time I'm going to need to actually burn.
And these guys have 792 days worth of food on it.
Come on. Come on. Just cross that little line. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, syncing to Dan.
Where the hell is Drace actually at?
Oh, I have to transmit.
There it is. What'd you say?
Well, I had to transmit science from the crazy station.
Yeah.
It was at 798 science or 498 science, but it's still ticking away at 10 science a day. Uploading data.
Oh, there's my alarm for the Drace probe. Ah, God damn it. Stop doing that.
I mean, it's still 300. It's still processing 377 data points or whatever that comes out to. Yep. We're waiting for this to transmit. Let's do an IVA. Check out the inside of the capsule. See what Bob is up to. Just staring out the window, huh, Bob?
These maneuvers on this stupid planet are really hard to work with. It's just like, it so easily goes from me pulling retrograde to it just flipping the orbit completely.
I gotcha.
Almost. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's going to take a long time. SAS on. We're already basically pointed retrograde. Let's just max throttle. Okay, it's a 9-minute burn. Okay. Well, what if we... No, we don't want to do that. 9-minute burn. All right, well, let's get closer to the periapsis here. How close are we to your first maneuver?
Hold on. I'm going to take up specialized electronics. I just spent 550 science. Let's see here. To my first maneuver, where is my alarm clock? 117 days.
Okay, getting closer.
See the orbit of things. And you would think that they would all be somewhat on a tighter, orbit, but I guess not. Some of them are kind of tight orbits. It's the Duna or Bust that is obviously a little out there. That's got the...
Well, it was also the last one that was launched, too.
True, yeah. But if we scroll all the way back out, swing around here. Yeah, Duna or Bust is technically out there the farthest, I guess. So we've got the Deep Space Probe, followed by the Duna Test Lander, followed by the refueling stage. Those guys are kind of in a close second here, but the Space Probe and the Duna Test Lander are kind of almost spot on. They almost have the exact same trajectory, which is, I guess, identically what you want.
Okay. Time to burn retrograde.
Alright. You know what? Let's see here. While we are waiting on that, let's see. Our Kerbal day is year 3, day 359.
Might actually have enough Delta V to land with the little lander I made on the surface. Not that it's going to do much for us. I think it only can get temperature data, but... It's been so long since we launched this thing. This is like the second...
Yeah.
It's so early on. We're in the 150s. This was probably in the 20s as far as episode numbers. Actually, we might be in the 160s by now. I can't remember the numbering. Drace, you are so small. You look like a star in the background on my screen. I couldn't tell you were actually there.
So, oh, I see what it's doing. Okay.
What's up?
Nothing. I am seeing what we are in kind of a loose window for Eve. Not like the best window, but
a
loose window for my Eve idea. Let's see here. Departure DA 401. I don't have to do that now.
If we're in a loose window, you could send a mapping satellite.
Yeah.
This burn is taking a really long time. Stupid nuclear engines.
All right, let's load up my science mission ship here while Dan works on his burns. Let's launch this guy here. Hopefully it saved the things that I changed on it earlier in the episode. And it would appear that it did, which is good. All right. So let's set... Oh, the orbit looks so much more neater now. Like, the only thing in orbit, like, right now is Narnia and the Crazy Station.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things in orbit for a long time now. Hopefully this Duna mission will get us the science we need to actually make some progress here, because it's kind of what's been holding us up with doing cooler things.
Yeah,
is a lack of science.
All right. Hopefully my ship didn't blow up while I was in warp like it has a tendency to do. All right, guys, SAS on, throttle full, range is clear. And then we have to shoot for... Narnia is behind us, so we have to shoot for 80... somewhere above 80,000 meters. All right. It's been a while since since I've at least launched something. All right, so we're going to drop our thrust to weight ratio a little bit here. Because one thing this has is plenty of delta V.
Okay, this whole thing is being a little bit fidgety. I don't know why. Can't even see the ship. Where the hell is the ship at?
You're definitely going way too fast, but...
Alright, just get me a goddamn orbit thing.
You having a thunderstorm?
No, there's just some wind.
Okay. So we're at 20,000 feet.
What's the button to load the quick save?
F9, I thought it was. You gotta like hold it down. We've been doing a Kerbal series for almost 160 episodes. What button loads the quick save?
It shows you how often I actually quick save when I should. Do it more often.
Yes.
F5. F5. the hell is going on here? Okay, maybe. Come on. Close that orbit. God, how slow is the orbital speed? Going like 300 meters a second. And I still haven't closed the orbit. Oh my god. What are you launching?
I'm just launching some science missions up to Narnia to get that space station, you know. Girls are probably going mad with boredom up there. Space station actually is right up above us right now, almost. Actually, we're going to go slightly above it. As we work to... Oh, frack. Wow, did I just that happened pretty quickly there.
What?
My Apple apps has kind of exploded up to 318,000. Which compared to the crazy station doesn't look that bad, but... Alright, so...
The hell?
I'm only 54,000 meters from Narnia right now. So, might as well do our thing here to match it. That orbit, I want target. Target. So, let's see here. Let's...
Okay. I think I got it in orbit. It's doing this weird thing where it thinks the ship is still under acceleration, even though it's not. Like, it was starting to drift off of retrograde, so I hit the thing to hold it to retrograde, and all of a sudden, all the things started flying in all directions. I was like, whoa. Let's not touch that again. Let me go back to the Space Center this time. So, switch back to the Space Center. Now I'm going to switch back to the ship. All right, things are normal again. And we do have an orbit. Okay, so now what we need to do is I need to figure out where, like, the equator of this thing is. God, it's so small. And I need to try and rotate this into polar orbit instead of this eccentric orbit that we've got going on here. Oh, no, not that way. Something